Welcome to this latest edition of Combinations, the podcast from North Staffordshire Combined Healthcare NHS Trust. Ward 4 at Hartlands Hospital is a 19-bed nursing assessment ward for older people with dementia. The ward focuses on providing a comprehensive assessment of patients' needs following an inpatient stay at the Royal Stoke University Hospital. While on Ward 4, patients' needs are assessed and plans made for their discharge. The family group on Ward 4 is a support group set up by the staff who wanted to ensure that family members of patients also receive support that they need. Often family members will have been or exist to be carers for patients who are staying on the ward. This can take a toll on their own health and well-being, whilst they're also managing the difficulties surrounding having their relative or friend in hospital. Whatever their individual circumstances, everyone is welcome and it's a relaxed and informal group. The family group meet every Monday. Tea and cake is available as they chat about their experiences, often sharing tips and strategies ranging from emotional tools to cope with the upsetting nature of dementia to practical advice on getting prescriptions. Anyone is welcome to come to the group and share their story or simply listen and feel that they're in a safe space amongst people going through similar experiences. In this week's podcast, the family group chat about their own experiences, what they've been through and how they support each other.
Why there was a need for a family group. When Ward 4 reopened, there was no permanent manager in place and we had lots of bank and agency staff working on the ward. And it was noticed that some relatives were arriving and leaving the ward, often looking confused and upset. This was due often to them not really understanding the purpose of Ward 4 and the fact that some of them had been on a journey that included numerous visits to A&E, followed by FEAU, then onto a ward, a change of ward, sometimes back home, and then back to A&E. And they were also finding information given to them difficult to take in and sometimes difficult to understand due to some of the terminology that was used. So when Janine came to the ward, we spoke to her about setting up a family support group, which she was very supportive of. So Julie and myself began to speak to relatives to see if this would be something that they thought they might find useful. And a few of them said that it was exactly what they needed. We had a first meeting that we had planned to be once a month, but the group asked if it could be weekly, and it's continued to be weekly. We now offer support as soon as relatives come onto the ward and we tell them all about family group. And if family members are unable to attend the meetings, we try to make time on the ward to check that they're okay and deal with any problems that they might be having.
So obviously this is my first time, I've just met you all today, so I really want to know what the group does and how it can help you.
What we do is, we all sit together, we have a cup of tea, cup of coffee and cake, but we also talk about our experiences of what happened with our family on Ward 4. When they say you go to the Hartlands, it's a bit horrifying, because it wasn't explained what Ward 4 at the Hartlands does. She came Ward 4 and I got no worries whatsoever when she came here. But then, come April when my mum did pass away through palliative care with her other illnesses, then Julie set up this group and started the group, and there was just a couple of us at the time. And what we do is we just talk about our experience, because we've all gone through different things. I haven't gone through the process of where my mum went to a home. My mum didn't get that far. Caroline did, Joy did. And financial reasons, we've all had experience of what we have to do, council tax, carers allowance, all different things like that. So we can, you're not on your own, we can all talk to you.
That's what we're going through at the moment. It's like, we're a bit shell-shocked really, because it happened in a matter of a few weeks.
Right.
So then you're thinking, what are we going to do now?
I'm Linda, and my mum was a patient on Ward 4, and the group started in April. and I've continued to come the group even though my mum passed away.
My name's Margaret. I came to the group, this is my third session, and I came because Caroline, my friend, her mum's got dementia and has just been taken into a home. So we've been talking on Facebook at home, comparing notes, etc. But then Caroline thought it'd be beneficial for me to come here. And up to now, I'm really pleased that I did come to the group. I've learned quite a lot.
It's been a massive help to me, getting me through the bereavement, still continuing the bereavement, the guilt, because you do suffer with a lot of guilt. The girls get me through that. Meeting all the other people at the meeting, I feel I can contribute to the meeting to give them my experience, and by listening to what they're going through, I relate to that and I can try and help what they're going through as well.
And then from the first time, I realised that the people I was talking to were a lot, their journey was a lot further down the road, and helped me put stuff into perspective at home. So I didn't feel as though I was on my own. And from then, just again, talking to everyone and having a laugh, which I don't feel as I've done that for a long time. I just feel better in myself and coping a lot better at home. So I don't feel as though it's quite so devastating.
There was times on the ward, many times, when things just get too much and you're better off walking away, and guilt sets in because you've walked away, but you know that's the right thing to do. The times I've walked off this ward crying, and the staff are very good at noticing when you're not coping. The times they stop me at the door, and they do have a rule, nobody walks off this ward crying.
We hope you've enjoyed listening to this podcast from Combined Healthcare. If you'd like to find more, you can go to us on SoundCloud/NHS Combinations, or you can search for us and subscribe for automatic downloads in iTunes. Thanks very much for listening.